If you remember back to the start of last season, Kenny Miller was at it last season saying that Rangers were going to win the league, and they were going to win the league easily. And we know how that went. Celtic went on to win the treble. He's been at it again this season. And I'm going to let you listen to him live and explain himself, because at the start of this season, he's already been saying that Celtic are signing unknowns. I don't know what that says about the team across the road, but yep, Celtic are basically signing unknowns. With Starfelt on his way out the door, he basically says that the players that we're bringing in don't excite him. The fact that he's never seen them play, he never heard of Kyogo, he never heard of Hatate, and he certainly never heard of Jota when we brought them to Celtic. But he's a pundit, he's professional, unlike me, he's just a Celtic fan that gets to pump his gums on YouTube. But Kenny Miller has said, he said it was all about backing Stevie G back then, and before that it was backing Gio, and this time he's going to back his man. He's going to back the Beal. And I'm going to let you listen right now to see what Kenny Miller says about this season.
It's like when you're making predictions at the start of a season, and there's a lot of unanswered questions, particularly with the Rangers team with all the new signings.
Exactly, Kenny. So you're now changing your tune a bit. You're saying that there is unknowns within the Rangers team, the Sevco team. So let's see what else he has to say.
I still think it'll be super tight, and you think when you look at Michael's record since he's came into the club, he's had a really, really strong domestic record.
He's had a really strong domestic record. Celtic won the treble last year, Kenny, just in case you forgot.
He's went toe-to-toe with Celtic over there.
There it is again, toe-to-toe with Celtic. He went toe-to-toe with Celtic.
Over his time as the Rangers manager. What I would say is it's just not the perfect start, and this Celtic team don't drop a lot of points. So even at 3 points back, my eyes kind of draw towards September the 3rd now, and thinking of how big a game that's going to be here at Ibrox in the first Old Firm game of the season.
And there you have it. He's talking about historical facts again. He's got his time machine, and he's going back to 2012, and he's talking about the Old Firm. The Old Firm, that thing that died in 2012. That we all look back on with great fondness, when we had 7,000 fans at away games, but yet they died. And Kenny Miller still thinks that Rangers are going to win the league, and he still thinks that never mind what happens between now and then, it all boils down to the first Glasgow derby. So there you have it, Kenny Miller handed to you on a plate. Have a great day, Celtic fans all around the world.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party.